Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and there's a new gun in Battlefield 5, or at least an old gun I guess, a gun many of you will remember from Battlefield 1, the Ribeyrolles 1918. It's available now. Yes, you can use this regardless of which edition of the game you purchased. Simply head into your armory from the main menu and claim it. This means that yes, there's another weapon for the assault class. I know, pray for medics, right? But regardless, at least we have something new to use. The Ribeyrolles, or Ribeyrolles as it's fondly referred to by many, is an assault rifle, so you can fire it in full auto or semi-automatic fire modes, but obviously you'll see it being used almost exclusively in full auto mode. And I'd say think of it as an in-between option when compared with the other weapons in the class, those being the other assault rifles and the semi-auto rifles. I see the Ribeyrolles as something you can go to for a more rounded experience, not quite as effective at close range as the other assault rifles, and not quite as effective at long range as the semi-auto rifles, but certainly solid at both and good at the mid-range, a really nice all-rounder that lets you challenge a multitude of different kind of fights, much like it did in BF1, because this weapon has a rate of fire of 540 rounds per minute, which is reasonably slow for an assault rifle. For example, the STG-44 has a faster RPM by 60, standing at 600 rounds per minute overall. The Sturmgewehr is faster by 130, standing at 670 RPM, and the M1907 is 230 faster, standing at 770 RPM, but the Ribeyrolles obviously still fires significantly faster than the semi-auto rifles, so it's a solid option lying between those two archetypes, especially when you consider that it has a bipod, so it's essentially far more usable at range than the other assault rifles, making for a pretty versatile option overall. I could see this becoming the weapon of choice for a lot of people. Think of those maps or scenarios where you just can't seem to get an assault weapon that's providing everything you need. Either they're not good enough at close range or long range, and you're coming across too wide a variety of gunfights to be effective consistently. Well, the Ribeyrolles has you covered. It's fully automatic as stated, so its ease of use is very high. Essentially, most people should be able to produce at least decent results with this weapon. Now, I think it's pretty stable as well. To me, it feels a little easier to use than the BF1 version from a recoil perspective. I had no problems with it right from the off, even without specializations equipped. And for long range, it was pretty easy to just burst fire when necessary and hit the target with regularity. You can of course switch to the single fire mode if you wish though, and it's up to you which sight you prefer. You can even slap on the mid-range scope if you wish to further take advantage of its range viability. And I think having it at a 3x magnification doesn't destroy its up close capabilities either. Oh, and it comes with a magazine size of 25, which is pretty solid for a slower firing assault rifle. Now onto the specializations. They allow you to spec for 15% faster weapon swapping and the ability to shoot faster after sprinting, or aiming down your sights 33% faster. I'll probably be using the faster ADS time more often, as I just tend to prefer that on my weapons. Then you have improved accuracy in aimed fire while moving and 10% faster bullets, or reload your weapons 15% faster and better hip fire. I'll be going for the improved accuracy and faster bullets, as I see this as a more range orientated assault weapon than a specialized up close sprayer. And finally, there's improved accuracy in aimed fire when stationary, or move 60% faster while aiming your weapon. I'll be going for the faster movement speed whilst aiming, as I like to strafe and also line my shots up with my feet sometimes. So basically, I'll be running a build based around aiming down sights, contesting range fights, but also being mobile and not sitting still too much. You can of course select whatever you wish. So to sum up, the Ribeyrolles is back and available for all. It's a very accurate feeling assault rifle, which also comes with a bipod, although the bipod isn't as laser accurate as those of the support class, but that's to be expected. It can handle itself well at a multitude of ranges, but you will still need to be aware of when you're outmatched for sheer rate of fire or damage per shot. And overall, I'm very happy to see it back and in Battlefield 5. So what do you think? Are you pleased to see the return of the Ribeyrolles? Or would you rather have a weapon we haven't seen in the series yet? Perhaps a weapon for a different class? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications to stay up to date. And finally, feel free to join my Discord server in the description and my pinned comment. Here's the Board of Awesome, which showcases the epic people who support the channel on Patreon. They're all fantastic and I appreciate them very, very much. Thank you guys. You can join them on the Board of Awesome via the link to the Patreon page in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters.